Oh boy, it's update time. As brought up in my most recent channel update, coming up later this month, December 23rd to be exact, I'm going to be doing a special multiplayer event stream thing, where you, the viewer, will be free to join in on any of the games, if you have them, as well as any other friends or family I may find who are interested in joining in. You know, it's just a little Christmas Eve event. So as it stands right now, the idea is to go at least 4 hours with a different game each hour. Though the schedule won't be completely strict. For example, if the queue for one game is particularly large, or if there's interest in just extending a game beyond a 1 hour slot, well then that game would just more than likely extend beyond its 1 hour slot, thus making the stream go on a little longer, or just outright preempt another scheduled game. So yeah, the stream is essentially going to be a go with the flow type of thing, where the docket won't necessarily have to be adhered to. So pretty much just a basic schedule, but the events are subject to change based on the actual event itself. First time I'm really doing one of these, so it might be a little shaky. So to give the most amount of people the biggest chance to join in on the event, there's going to be a wide array of games of different genres and different consoles. And by wide array, I mean not too many, because it's only a 4-hour event at the least. But I'm still going to try and make things as diverse as possible. Currently, only one game is set in stone, and that's the Jackbox Party Pack. Haven't completely decided on what game from the Party Pack series to do, but I'm leaning towards Quiplash, Drawful, Trivia Murder Party, and Fibbage, since those are among the more rapid fire games and could cause for just more fun, in my opinion. That's not to say every Jackbox game is bad. These are just my favorite, and based on what I've seen from other streamers and YouTubers, those just seem to be the more popular games in the entire Party Pack series. And for those of you not familiar with the Jackbox games, essentially the host starts one of the games, and then players and viewers then go to the Jackbox site, enter a room code, and then they're free to either play or interact with the game in some regard. So yeah, all you need is just a device that'll let you connect to the internet. That's it. And then the rules of each game would be gone over when the time comes. As for the other games in this little event, that's where you guys will come into play. I want to mix things up a bit with one PS4 game, one Steam game, and one Switch game. Though there's just way too many for me to choose from, so I figured, why not get a couple choices for each console and put it in a poll? Sorry for Xbox One owners, I currently don't own an Xbox One. But yeah, I'm going to have a poll for a potential PS4, Switch, and Steam game on my channel, with links to the polls in the description below. And feel free to vote on what game you would be interested in playing or viewing for each console. So for the Switch poll, we have Super Bomberman R, because everybody loves Bomberman. Puyo Puyo Tetris, in case somebody wants to step up and get embarrassed. I mean, go up against me in a friendly matchup of Tetris, you know. Mario Kart 8, because Mario Kart never goes out of style. Super Mario Party, which could work because, as far as Super Mario Party is concerned, it's just mini games, not an actual board game online. And the final option of any NES online game. Since as long as you have a Switch and you pay to access the online features, you have access to every single game in the NES online library. So you don't have to go out and buy another game. And if that were to win, there would be a secondary poll to determine which particular NES game to go with. Not every NES game is created equal for multiplayer play, but we could probably find something. So yeah, once again, the 5 Switch options are Super Bomberman R, Puyo Puyo Tetris, Mario Kart 8, Super Mario Party, or an NES online game. For the PS4, we have not the strongest list, but hey, I tried my best to come up with some options for it. Soul Calibur 6, Dissidia NT, Doom, and Dragon Ball FighterZ. So yeah, admittedly, it's not the most diverse list with 3 fighting games and 1 FPS. So for that reason, in the poll, there will be a 5th option of Other. With Other being for suggesting a different PS4 game, or just outright choosing to drop this block and let that hour be devoted to another hour of a different game. Yeah, like I said, this is the first time I'm doing this, so it's going to be a little shaky to start, but I'm trying my best here. So yeah, those PS4 games, once again, are Soul Calibur 6, Dissidia NT, Doom, Dragon Ball FighterZ, or Other. Suddenly reminded of so many great Sony games of old that had online that are surprisingly missing on the PS4. Seriously, how did Ratchet & Clank not have an online mode? My god. That was amazing on the PS2 with Up Your Arsenal and Deadlocked. They need to bring back Ratchet & Clank Online. Come on, man. Anyway, finally we have the Steam poll. For the Steam poll, we have the action-packed platforming shooter Duck Game, the action-packed beat-em-up Gang Beasts, the action-packed fighting game Skullgirls, and the action-packed chaotic strategy game In Worms, where if that were to win, there would be a secondary poll to figure out which Worms game to play. And currently there is a Humble Bundle that has 2 Worms games in it for $10. Just throwing that out there. I make no money through Humble, just advertising it. But the 5th option for this will also function just like the 5th option for the PS4 poll with Other, where you can suggest other Steam games or just choose to preempt that hour for another hour of something else. Though I personally feel this list is a little more stronger than the PS4 list since there's a bigger variety of games instead of 75% of the list being fighting. But yeah, to repeat the Steam options: Duck Game, Skullgirls, Gang Beasts, and Worms. Oh, and Other. So that's pretty much it for my announcement here. Obviously for the games that have pretty small player caps, especially the fighting games that only have one-on-one. Anybody interested in said game would be put into a queue that would be just rotated to give everybody interested a chance to play. Links to the polls will be down below. Feel free to leave any thoughts or suggestions. And stay tuned for any potential secondary poll based on what wins or what real life events might come up. And I will see you all on the 23rd.